Hey Blades fans, welcome back to Hertz Arena and another Florida Everblades pregame show. I'm Hannah Jo Groves alongside our very own Camille Frick. Because it is Women in Sports Night, we wanted to have an all-girls show. Camille, we're super excited to have you with us. Let's just get straight into it here. The Blades, a 3-0 win over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits on Wednesday. From a broad lens there, Camille, what was looking really good for the Blades?
Yeah, so you and I talked a little bit about it after Wednesday night, but I'd say that the Blades did a really good job controlling the neutral zone. Not just controlling it, but turning it into offensive chances. And so they did a good job of forcing turnovers, forcing dump-ins. I'd say on the DN, they were sticking to their structure, doing a good job playing in front of Cam. Overall, really strong win for the Blades.
I love everything you just said because we're going to get deeper into all of that. First off, the first few seconds of the game, Craig Needham scores. What led up to that?
So, he takes a shot from the left circle. That one causes a scramble out in front. Instead of staying back like normally any guy would, covering empty ice, he does a really good job of going up for support, and on that he scores a gritty goal past Seville 44 seconds into the first period, which is a big goal for us, and that perfectly explains Craig Needham's role this season for us. He's been a really reliable centerman, someone who can get the job done when necessary.
And then the second goal was Anthony Romano. I actually got to talk to him after Wednesday night's win. Let's take a look at that. Hey Blades fans, I'm here with Anthony Romano after the win against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits here on this Wednesday night. First of all, let's go back in time a little bit. What was your mindset coming into this one?
We knew they were here for a long time, Sunday, preparing for us, so we knew we had to come out with a good start because they would, and luckily on the first shift we actually scored, so the game plan kind of worked, get out to an early lead and kind of hold on.
That second goal was yours. Can you describe what you were seeing on that?
Yeah, our coach kind of drew up something and it worked out.
Is that all you want to say?
Yeah, it was a good play. I went to the net, the rebound was kind of kicked out perfect for me, so it was kind of lucky, but overall good play.
So after that, there were a lot of really good and close looks. I'm sure that's frustrating to not see them actually turn into a goal. How do you walk through that with you and your teammates, staying in the game and not letting that frustration kind of get to you?
Yeah, just staying positive. It also helped having a 2-0 lead, having the ability to have a chance and maybe not score, but know you're going to get another one and hopefully get the next one. Just obviously just staying positive, sticking with the process. What's been going good all year, so we just got to keep doing that.
So things you want to keep and things you want to change going into Friday?
Keep probably everything. I think we played pretty well as a team, structured. Obviously didn't give up a goal. Cam was great tonight, made saves when he had to. Change, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, that's Anthony Romano. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so as you can see, he wasn't really willing to tell me exactly what Coach Ralph drew up there, but what was the execution? What did it look like on your end?
Yeah, so I also can't really tell you what Brad Ralph was thinking on that one, but I can say that Isaiah Seville has really stiff padding. So guys like Anthony Romano, Jordan Sambrook, who play a smart brand of hockey, could take note of that and understand that a bounce off of Seville's pads from Jordan Sambrook could set Anthony Romano up nicely for a shot. And regardless of if that was the intent behind the secret play that Ralph drew up, it is what happened. Romano found empty ice right off the face-off and took a shot that was rebounded off the pads. A great display of hockey IQ there.
I like that take. That's really good. So the third goal came from Hudson Ellenick on an empty net. A shutout win for Cam Johnson. We can't say enough about him. Publix Performer of the Month. But what did it take to get the shutout, not only just from Cam, but from the defense in front of him?
Right, I think what you said is completely true. The defense in front of him have been clicking really well, especially since Cole's been back. I know he's been back for one game, but they have a pre-existing relationship. And for Cam, he does really well under pressure. Yeah. He's someone that thrives off of it, and if we go back to the last Kelly Cup that we won, he loved the phrase, pressure makes diamonds. So with playoffs right around the corner, that's been a conversation. A lot of our wins being tighter matchup, or a lot of our matchup being tighter wins.
Yeah.
It's just been something that he's been able to execute, and the mindset's been in it.
Well, Coach Mountain didn't get to coach Cam Johnson or Cole Moberg last year, but I talked to Coach about both of those guys. Let's take a look at that. Here with assistant coach Kyle Mountain after the win against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits here on this Wednesday night. Coach, tell me about going into it. How did they align, the Swamp Rabbits align with what you were expecting from them?
Yeah, we know they're a desperate team right now. They're fighting to get into playoffs, so we knew we'd get the best out of them as we tend to when teams come into this building. So they were good tonight. I really thought they competed hard and they worked, and we were prepared for that. So hats off to our guys for just being ready for that kind of game. And it was tight checking and fast and physical. So, it's good to see the guys were prepared for that.
Yeah, Coach Ralph talked about how important the mental and emotional energy would be tonight. How would you assess that part of the game on the Blades side?
I thought it was great. I thought our energy, you get one right off the bat on the first shift, so it was a great way to start a game. And, I thought we just continued to build throughout the game. I thought our third period was excellent in terms of just playing with a lead and, being sound with our structure and just our, our physicality and our approach to the period. So, I thought the guys did a great job handling it.
Cam Johnson, Publix Performer of the Month. How has his success really parlayed into the whole team's success?
Yeah, he's Cam Johnson. So, we want to play hard and compete in front of him, and we know that, he's gonna be a rock back there. He's just getting better and better with each game, it seems. So, can't say enough about that guy.
And Cole Moberg, I know you didn't coach him last year, but how did he kind of fit in tonight?
Yeah, just seamless for him. He stepped in right away. He's a vocal presence, so right away. He didn't miss a beat. So I thought he played excellent. I thought, first couple shifts, it's just about getting to the pace and figuring that part out. But from there, he just took it and ran with it. So he was a great addition on the back end for us.
Getting a little more specific here, I know it probably happened more than you would have liked, but how would you grade the penalty kill tonight?
Yeah, guys were great. Yeah, I thought did a really good job pressuring down ice and just making it tough for them to get in our zone. And then once they were, I thought guys, they were on their assignments and, they executed really well. So, hopefully we don't take as many moving forward, but the guys did a really good job with that.
Anything else you want to sharpen or maybe just make sure stay sharp going into Friday?
Yeah, I think it's really just about continuing to find ways to execute and just limit lapses, which I think we did a really good job of tonight. So it was a really complete game for us. Full, we needed everybody, and we got, one of our better performances. So just keep that rolling.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Yep, thanks.
All right, so Camille, we know this Greenville team is pretty desperate right now. They're really fighting for a win tonight, and this would be our 8th straight win. So give us the direct effect marketing 3 keys of the game. How can we do that?
So first off, we want to make sure we're getting off to a hot start. It's been something that's been important for the Blades recently, a big difference maker. And it worked Wednesday night, so we want to make sure that we're getting our game going before them. Second off, we want to limit their grade A chances. We know that we can rely on Cam Johnson. He's been a lifeline for us, but we don't want to give them enough connected sequences to tire him out or tire our D out. And last but not least, we want to avoid predictable hockey. So we have guys like Hudson Elenick, John Franco Casero, Jordan Sandberg, Anthony Romano, who play really creative and have a high hockey IQ. So utilizing that in a way that combats such a desperate team could be a difference maker.
That is really good. Good. I like that, Camille. Tonight is Women in Sports Night, as I told you earlier, and we are already auctioning off our Pink in the Rink jerseys on that Dash Auction app. It benefits Cancer Alliance Network, and they're really nice. I always love the pink, Camille. So go ahead, get your name in for a game-worn or game-issued jersey, Dash Auction app. Camille, next up we've got warm-ups, and then it's the Florida Everblades versus the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Happy Women in Sports Night.